So I feel the strongest team for this year's Cricket World Cup is England, and followed by India. England, of course, because of the brand of cricket they've been playing over the last 24 months, and the credit for that goes to Eoin Morgan.
Who's the strongest team in the World Cup? Well, for me, I truly mean this with no bias intended. I think it has to be England. You know, England are the form team going into the World Cup.
Personally, I think England's going to win the World Cup just because I'm an England fan and you've got to back your home team.
The brand of cricket they've been playing, and playing in the home conditions, that also of course is a great advantage for them, the number of match winners they have in the team.
Do England stand a stronger chance to win because they're on home turf? Yeah, I think you have to say so, because England, you know all about the venues that they're playing at. They know all about the grounds, they know all about the conditions. The conditions will be catered for them and their batting.
The one thing that maybe is a concern with Alex Hales now out of the squad and Sam Billings unavailable due to injury is whether the squad depth is there if there are injuries. Obviously Chris Wokes has had a little trouble with one of his knees heading into the tournament over the last year. He is fit at the moment, but you always have that concern with knee injuries that they could flare up again. Mark Wood has also had a little bit of a history of injuries on the bowling side, so if either of those are injured, it does dent the England lineup potentially.
Our batting skills are probably quite not up to scratch as some of the other sides, but I think our fielding is one of the best sides. I think if anything's our strength, it's our fielding side. I
think no England cricket team before this has had the number of match winners which this team does. If I recall, Flintoff, Kevin Peterson, one or two here and there, but this team has Butler, Jason Roy, Johnny Bairstow recently, Ben Stokes, Adil Rashid, all of whom can turn the match on its head, if it's their day. But
we do have Jofra Archer, who would be certainly one of my three bowlers to look out for this tournament. He's done well in short bursts, I think, so far for England. Unfortunately, his ODI debut against Pakistan was rained off. He only got to bowl a small number of overs, but looked very good. He had a stint in the IPL with Rajasthan. He's looked good in English county cricket for Sussex as well, so he's a very exciting prospect on that side of things.
It's England in the World Cup. They've really struggled in World Cup tournaments in the past, especially most recently. They've had some awful defeats. This is going to be a really important one for them, the biggest one, the best chance they'll ever get on home soil in what could be a golden English summer with the World Cup and the Ashes. They have all the ingredients to win. It's just a matter of whether they can hold, their bottle and they can keep their nerve. I fully expect them to get out of the group, but when it gets to the semi-final stages, you look at it and you think, they could easily collapse, and if they do collapse, then that's going to be really bad news for them. So, that's my big worry for them, is the collapse going to come? Are all their batsmen going to fail at once like they did in the Champions Trophy? And are they going to let themselves down again? Fingers crossed they don't, and fingers crossed that they do fire.
I think England having the World Cup at home means the crowd will be noisier for the England team, but I don't necessarily think that will be the deciding factor if we win or not.
Of course, the crowd will be behind them. Of course, the likes of India and Pakistan will have great support as well, but England, of course, are the home nation, so you'd imagine they're going to have the vast majority of support throughout the entire tournament.
So yeah, good luck to England, and I hope you win.